Welcome to the Money Moves studio. This week, we're chatting about all things arbitrage. In the previous episode, Paul really colored it in well and explained to us that it is not too good to be true, this whole arbitrage journey. But as we know, every investment does have a form of risk. So, Paul, can you please tell us more about the risks involved in arbitrage?
So arbitrage is by definition a zero risk strategy. So in the case of the companies, you'll either make more money or less money, or in some cases you'll make no money because they won't trade because the margin literally is too tight. And it happens every year where there's a month or two where the margin is too tight, so you make zero money and then your money is just there in a bank account earning 5% interest, which is the worst case scenario, which is not bad. So there's no risk in the actual arbitrage trade. The risk here is what we call counterparty risk. And there's two counterparties in this whole shindig. The first counterparty risk is the company that facilitates the arbitrage on your behalf. And that's why it's super important to go to a reputable company. And there has been rug pulls of people using a random arbitrage company. On the website it says arbitrage and then tomorrow your money is gone. So please guys, reach out to me. There are a list of reputable companies. That's the first one. The second one is the actual exchanges that you use. So like I mentioned, arbitrage, you start in South Africa, then you send your dollars to a US exchange. Now these exchanges include Binance, Coinbase, Kraken. These are all reputable exchanges. And then in South Africa, they use a Luno or Valor. But of course, there is a very slim chance that these companies somehow goes bust or they freeze your funds or something like that, that it can happen.
You mentioned that if the margin is too slim or too tight, that these companies then actually won't trade. So this is really actually a safety net, I suppose.
Yeah, they will never trade if the margin is too tight, because then there is a chance that the transaction cost is more than the profit margin, or and you won't make money. So there's also, remember, you only have a certain number of trades per year. So they'll wait until the margin is higher so they can make more money per trade, because they are making money based on how much money you are making. They're taking a little bit of your profit. So it's in their best interest to make as much money as possible.
Well, as we went through this journey where you're educating me and obviously the viewers, I went on my banking app. I've got my funds ready, and then I realized, but I don't even know with how much to start. So can you please tell me how much capital do I need to do this? And then also, is there a maximum, a minimum? All the regular questions you probably get a lot.
Yeah, there is a minimum because there are some fixed transaction costs. So if you trade with too little money, it basically cancels out the profits and you won't make any money. So there is a limit, but I'll tell you more about that in the next episode.
He did it again. See you tomorrow.